You might be asking the wrong, potentially illegal interview questions. We're going to talk about alternative interview questions that keep you safe and legal, but also gain you the answers and insight that you're looking for in an interview. I'm Lori with AgHires. A common question we hear is, do you have kids? Do you have childcare for your children? A better option to ask is something like, our schedule is Monday through Fridays with alternate Saturday half days. Is there anything that would prevent you from being able to work the schedule on a consistent basis? Another thing to avoid is the religion question. What religion are you? Do you need Sundays off to practice your faith? Again, illegal questions where you're going to want to focus on, here's our schedule. Are you able to work those scheduled hours on a consistent basis? Another illegal question is, are you a U.S. citizen? The alternate way to ask that is, are you authorized to be employed and work in the U.S.? If you have a seasoned candidate, you do not want to ask, when do you plan to retire? Or how many more years before you think you're going to want to retire? A better alternative way to say that is, what are your long-term career goals? And they can share with you what they're comfortable with sharing during that first interview. Another question to avoid is medical questions. Do you have any medical issues? Did you ever take a medical leave for a prior employer? If you're concerned on their ability to perform the job, you're going to want to ask a question such as, this role requires you to be on your feet 8 hours a day and lift up to 50 pounds. Do you feel you can perform the essential functions of this job? Very similar, you do not want to ask about disabilities, prior disabilities, current disabilities. Same idea. You're going to share what the requirements of the job are physically and mentally, and you're going to ask them, do they feel they can perform the functions of the role? If your role requires travel, you're going to want to avoid questions such as, is your spouse going to be okay with travel? Do you have childcare coverage for that travel? Instead, state something such as, this role requires 30% overnight travel. Are you comfortable with 30% overnight travel? Or are you comfortable with our travel, which sometimes could be short notice, and you'd be traveling 2 to 3 days a month, whatever the case might be. I would lay out the travel and then ask the candidate if they're comfortable and able to do that much travel. There's a couple questions that are really illegal questions that there's no alternate option. You're just going to want to avoid them altogether, such as, where were you born? When were you born? How old are you? Unless the role requires you to be 18, you can ask, are you at least 18 years of age? And things like, are you married? Do you have kids? And what country you're originally from. For more tips, follow and like AgHires as you interview your future employees.